Hey, sports fans, good evening. PBnZ Sports Chaos coming at you live again this week. Hey, PB, what do we got this week? We got a little Smutty Nose?
Smutty Nose, New Hampshire Pale Ale.
Ooh, this is not bad. I like this. This is refreshing. All right. All right, fans, here's what we got for you. We got a little 2-minute drill, as always. We got a little NHL, began last night, on Wednesday night. Bruins played last night. We got a little college football. We got our NFL conversation. Lots to talk about the NFL. Let me get right into the 2-minute drill. All right. Cubs. They got rid of Joe Madden at the beginning of this week. And soon after that, we had 5 others followed. Plus, Bochy and Yost both retired from the Giants and the Royals. We got 7 positions open. Is it ironic that Joe Madden's out of a job and we got 7 positions open?
I know. Well, maybe it's...
Oh, man.
Think he might find his way on the Sox one day?
Oh, we'll talk about that. All right. Hey, this is an interesting one. California governor signs the Fair Pay to Play Act. Basically, it allows college athletes to make money off of their name, but it doesn't start to 2023. What do you think of that?
I think it's a good thing.
It's the right thing, right?
I
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, a little DYK. U.S. Donovan Brazier, he won the world championship in the 800 meters the other night. He set an American record of 141 and change. PB, do you have any idea who was the guy's record he broke? Or when he broke, the last one that was broke it?
Oh, I don't. Not a clue.
I actually saw this thing live. It was 1985. Johnny Gray set the American record. It's been around for 34 years. That's a great record.
Yeah.
All right. WNBA, 1-1 right now. Mystic versus Sun. But Della Dawn for the Mystics is probably out because she has this herniated disc. Is that a problem for them?
She was my player of the year, right?
Yeah, I agree with you, man.
I think it will be a problem for them.
Poor Mystics. I don't know, man. All right, moving on. The Sox fallout. It gets uglier and uglier by the day. The latest rumor we heard this week is now they cannot keep Mookie and JD Martinez.
Right. And/or,
right?
And/or.
So,
I mean, one of them may go, and 2 of them could go, potentially, right? But
I saw stories about both of them going.
I know. That's a scary situation, right?
By the way, I still don't agree about Dombrowski getting canned. I don't think Cora is not getting enough blame for the crappy spring training. Yeah. We talked about this.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, they came out of the gate slow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it wasn't a good year.
By the way, they owe over $120 million this year to Price, Seal, and Evaldi.
Yeah.
All 3 of those guys stunk.
Yeah. They all weren't even on the mound.
Oh, my God.
Come the end of the year, right?
Should Joe Madden be hired here?
They might have to do something sooner than later. They may give Cora another chance to kind of figure it out. But
all right, brother. Hey, speaking of baseball, so we had the wild card game the other night, or 2 nights ago. The Brewers won. The Nats won. They beat the Brewers.
Did you see that comeback? That was
big comeback, right?
Yep. And
then the Rays crushed the A's, right? A's, by the way, are now 0-9 in one-and-done games, right? Unbelievable. And then we had the National League yesterday. We had the Braves losing to the Cardinals. By the way, what's up with Acuna?
Yeah. Acuna Jr.?
He didn't run out a base. He thought it was a home run. He should have had a double, right?
Yep.
That was the run that cost them the game. Unbelievable. Hey, you hear this one? So today the Yankees are playing, right? The AL's playing today. The Yankees left CC Sabathia off the roster.
Because he's fat?
Because he's fat! Well, sorry, Brian Jessen. All right, moving on. Hey, this is a good one. I like this one. Speaking of Houston, because you picked Houston to win it. I picked them to be the finals, but they're not going to win it. There's a mattress store called Mattress Mark. I got to read this. Mattress Mark. They bet $3.5 million in Vegas on the Astros to win the World Series. If they win, they get a $7.7 million payoff to cover their insurance policy because If you go in and buy a mattress from Mattress Mark and the Astros win, it's free.
Wow.
Good move by them, right?
Well, yeah, it's a business move.
Oh,
Makes
God.
sense.
Do you think Astros still?
But it's based on forecasted sales, though. That's the only problem,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
what do you think? Are you on the Astros bandwagon?
I still like the Astros, yeah.
All right, buddy.
And
All right.
did they win this afternoon? They were up 2-0 in the fifth.
I have not seen it yet,
Okay.
but you know who know knowing them. All right. NHL. They started up Wednesday night. We had the defending champions, the Blues, unfortunately playing against the former defending champions, the Capitals, who killed them. Well, they didn't really kill them, but they still won, right? Bruins played last night, 2-1. Any thoughts on the NHL season right now?
Well, I mean,
I know it's early.
It's early. It's so early. But Tuukka looked great. Saved 28 out of 29.
Yep.
Right. Get a 2-1 road win to start off the season against
Yep.
a good Dallas team.
A very good team.
very good Dallas
some teams
team.
have them. Some people predict them in the finals.
Yeah. So I like what the Bruins are doing this year, and I think the Bruins in the end will be right in the definitely the conference, the Final Four, maybe the conference championship again.
All right, give me your West and your East right now.
West, I like Nashville. I like San Jose. I like Vegas, and I like the Colorado Avalanche. Those are my 4 West teams.
All right, I'm with you on that one. Okay, what do you like in the East?
In the East, I like the Bruins. I think the Lightning can get right back there again. The Caps, Washington Capitals are the good, and I think the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs are the
You
Bruins.
think the Maple Leafs will
The Bruins
do
were
it
lucky.
again, huh?
The Bruins
All
were lucky to get out of that first round
They
last year,
were,
and they
you're
went all the way to
right,
the Cup.
you're right.
And I could, if Toronto had won that game 7, things could have been completely different.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. All right. Who do you get in the final?
Man, you're asking me to predict a lot here.
I got
early
Vegas
on.
Bees. I'm gonna go with
right.
Bees. I'm giving you credit, Bees.
I like that. I like that. I like
Vegas Bees.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I want to say the Leafs get back there for the first time in a long time this year.
Ooh.
I'm going to go.
By the way,
I'll
they
go
have
Leafs.
the longest run of not winning a championship now that the Blues won it.
That's what you're right. Yeah. So I'm going to go. I'm going to go. Ready? I'll go Leafs Avs. That'll be an interesting Stanley Cup. I'll go Leafs Avs early on. I mean, I might change things later.
Is Ray Bork rooting for that?
Probably not. He's a Bruin.
But he won for the Avs,
I know.
right?
He did.
All
He
right.
won his one cup
All
for
right.
the Avs. Yeah.
Before we get into our football stuff, I heard an interesting topic on Sports Radio this week, and I thought it was a good thing that you and I talked about. Who are the best or biggest sports brands? And when I say sports brands, sports logos, I mean the teams that have the most cachet to them.
Most recognized and noticeable, right?
Yes.
So you're walking around in this random city and you see that
Correct.
logo, you know what it is, right?
Right.
So I got to go New York Yankees, as much as I don't want to say that.
Yankees. All right, give me 5.
I got to go.
Yankees.
I'm going to go LA Dodgers.
Dodgers. Ooh, okay.
I'm going to go Boston Red Sox.
Reds. So you got 3 baseball
I got 3
teams.
baseball so far.
Wow.
Yep. And I'll switch sports here. I'll go with, in football, I'm going to go Dallas Cowboys.
All right.
And then I will go back into Boston in basketball. I want to say the Boston Celtics.
Whoa! All right.
Those are the 5 biggest brands in my book.
No one gave basketball any credibility. I like that your pick there. Here's what I got. The biggest brands of sport today in my mind are the Yankees, Cowboys, Lakers. I hate to admit this, but I hate them. But Lakers, Canadians in hockey, Dodgers, and I got 2 honorable mentions. The Packers in football and the Sox in baseball. And I got one for you to think about. It's not a professional team, but they got cachet. And you love them. Notre Dame.
The Fighting Irish. Yeah. It's a good one. I like it.
I bought BC season tickets because of Notre Dame. That's it. That's the only reason why I bought them. Just because they come in here every couple of years. So, all right, man. All right. Speaking of BC, Adazio. He's going to go. I'm done with him. Paul, PB, I'm done with Adazio. The guy lost again last week. I know Wake Forest is his favorite team, but they look like crap. I'm sorry about that, fans, but they look like crap. I know they only lost by 3. They covered the spread. I did pick them, so I didn't want some money, but he's going to go. I'm done with him. All right, PB, what do you got for college football stories? Clemson,
Clemson, yeah, they're on their way out. I mean, you can't beat North Carolina by 1 point and expect to keep your rating.
You don't think they'll make the Final Four?
I don't have them in my Final Four anymore.
Woo!
Yeah, I think they're going to.
So, who is your Final Four right now?
Right now, I'm going to go Ohio State.
Number one?
I'm going to go, yeah, I think Ohio State's going to be the number 1 seed overall.
Over Alabama. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Ohio State.
Alabama.
Yeah.
I'm going to go OU.
Ooh.
You're Oklahoma
now
Sooners.
You're talking.
All right.
I don't know if I'd pick them, but okay.
And then I'm going to go with, I think Auburn. And this week is going to be big. If they beat Florida, which I am predicting them to do this week, Auburn will be in the college playoff this year.
All right. Oh, I like that.
Yep.
That's a good pick. All right. I happen to like, here's what I like. All right. I like Alabama still. I got to give them the credibility. I believe Ohio State has moved up to number 2. You are right. I'm going to give Clemson a little bit of credence. I think they're still going to hold on to number 3. And then it's Auburn and LSU in a tie, followed by OU. And by the way, you said before LSU and Auburn play, right?
No, LSU plays on the final. Plays A&M, which
right.
was but they're done now. A&M's not going to be there. So,
yeah.
But I like the LSU pick.
All right.
I like the LSU pick.
Hey, by the way,
I like the way that quarterback's playing too.
Notre Dame and Oklahoma won their 900th games this past weekend. They are now 6th and 7th all time with 900 wins.
Really?
That's not too bad.
Who are they behind?
We talked about this last week. So
William and Mary.
Michigan, Ohio State, Alabama, and I forget. Oh my God! But they some credible schools, and Yale is somewhat there, but they don't get credit for it because it's not one Division One.
Even though back in the day.
Yes, correct.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right. Hey, by the way, the Pac-12's done. University of Cal, they were in the top 15 last week. They got crushed by somebody, I don't even know who. So the Pac-12 is out of the mix, and thank God for that, unless it was USC. All right, PB and I, we're going to talk a little bit about our games of the week. We got Auburn and Florida. Hey, by the way, a little DYK. Did you know this, PB? First time they played since 2007. Who was the quarterback for Florida in 2007?
First time they played in the swamp.
Correct.
Right?
There you go.
And that would have been Tim Tebow.
Ooh, nice. All right. First time they played since they were both in the top 10 since when?
Since who was the quarterback? Florida?
No, just in the top 10, both teams.
I don't know. How long ago was that?
97.
Ooh.
And you want to know the quarterback?
Danny Warfel.
Jesse Palmer.
Oh. All right, I was close.
College football is prime.
I was off by
All right, let's do our picks, brother.
All right.
I got Ohio State 20.5 point favorite over number 25 Michigan State at Michigan State. Who do you like?
Michigan State has done pretty well this year. They've beaten up on their opponents, but the one game they lost was to Arizona State. Right. They didn't look good in that game. They only put up 7 points. Ohio State's crushing their opponents. It's at Ohio State.
And you think they're going to be number 1 at the end of the year?
And I think they're going to be number 1. And 20.5, you know it's a lot to lay, but I'm laying it. I'm laying the 20.5 and going to Ohio State.
All right.
You?
I'm with you, all right? I'm with you.
All right.
You sold me. I was on the fence, but you sold me with that press clipping. All right. Give me number 7, Auburn, and at number 10, Florida.
The aforementioned Auburn that I think will be in the college playoff.
Yes.
They go into the swamp, and
it's 3 points.
They take care of business. I mean, they're going to win the game. They could win by 1 or 2, but I'm just going to lay the 3 and say Auburn on that one.
I'm with you on that one. All right. Number 14, Iowa is playing number 19, Jimmy Harbaugh, Michigan, who might be all done.
In the big house, right?
At the big house, you're correct.
At the big house. I mean,
and they're a 5-point favorite, Michigan.
Yeah, this is a tough one. Michigan did a nice job last week bouncing back.
It was Rutgers. Come on.
But still, they came out. They won 59. They did what they had to do. They won 59-0. They took care of business. I think when you look at that, I think this is going to be a tight game. In the end, I think Michigan's going to win, but I don't think they'll cover. So I'm going to take Iowa with the 5 points.
All right. I'm taking Michigan.
All right.
All right. We have to pick it because I go to the games. BC, it's our home game. BC's going down to Louisville. Louisville's a 5-point favorite. They They stink, Louisville, but they're still competitive. Who do you like? They both stink.
They both stink, and I think again, same thing with Michigan. I think Louisville will win that game, but not cover. So I want to take BC with the points.
I'm with you as well. Hopefully, I win one of these with BC. All right, this is a good one. The Military Academy game. Air Force is traveling to Navy down to Annapolis. Navy's a 2.5-point favorite. Who do you like?
Navy runs all over them. I'll lay the 2.5 and take Navy.
Ooh! All right, I'm with you on that. Roger Staubach.
So the only one we're different on is the Michigan.
That's right. Yeah.
Game, right?
We'll see.
I got Iowa. You got Michigan.
All right.
That'll make or break our college picks of the week.
Yes. Right. All right. Hey, NFL last night. The Seahawks. They hosted the Rams. They won a great game, 30-29.
Yep.
Right.
Russell Wilson looked great.
Zerline hit that big field goal. He missed the big field goal at the end, 44-yarder, right?
Yep. Clay
Matthews had a horrible, it's all over Twitter, horrible rough of the passer call. What do you think about that call, PB?
I think it was a weak call. I think it was weak. I mean,
You're being conservative. It was a crappy call.
He let up, right?
Yes.
He went at his shoulder. He let up.
Oh,
It shouldn't have been
man.
called. And did he break his jaw? Is that the guy? The news came out today. He broke his jaw. He's out a month.
Clay Matthews or the quarterback?
No, Clay Matthews.
Ooh.
Yeah.
On that play?
I don't know if it was on that play or not, but he has a broken jaw.
All right. Yeah. Hey, by the way, and then conversely, we saw Vontez Burfict.
Yeah. Vontez Burfict.
There you go. Burfict from the Raiders. Helmet to helmet hit. He's suspended for the year. You agree with the call?
Yeah, I do. I agree with that one. First of all, he's got a reputation.
All right.
Second of all, it's too often they look at the result of what happened. I know Doyle was able to just get up and nothing, but if that guy was laid out for a while, they would have made it, probably the suspension would have been valid, right? So is it really about the result or is it about the intent of the hit? It should be about the intent of the hit.
All right.
And the intent of the hit was dirty. It was a dirty play.
I'll say as a guy that played the game for 13 years, that hit did not bother me, but he is a convict, and I agree with you on that one.
He's He's a perfect convict.
By the way, hey, by the way, there's all this stuff about the Buffalo Pats game. Jonathan Jones, his hit on Josh Allen. Everybody says he should have been suspended. Do you agree with him not being suspended? By the way, he's 5'10". Josh Allen 6'5".
Yeah.
He's 240, 250.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was. It looked like it was borderline to me. No history there. It's a different situation. Not nearly the same intent.
He laid
Burfict
up.
Had.
Jones laid up. At the end of the day, he turned the shoulder, he backed off.
Yeah,
He should not
I'm
be
okay.
suspended.
Yeah,
I am
I'm
too.
okay with it. Yeah.
All right. Hey, the Browns woke up finally. They blew out the Ravens, and they now lead the AFC North.
As PB predicted.
You did.
You and G Money went with the Ravens. I had the Browns on that one.
Yeah.
I had the Browns.
Finally, my boy Baker woke up. I'm glad for that. Will they keep it going this week?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they'll keep it going. We got them in our picks later, right?
Yes.
All right.
Hey, by the way, Detroit. They nearly upset Patrick Mahomes. Hey, KC, Josh, what do you think about that one? Huh?
I know.
Mahomes had no touchdowns, no passes over 30 yards, I think, right, in the game? Is Mahomes' 15 minutes of fame over?
No, first I want to say that, me and G Money actually had Detroit in that game.
I know you did.
I was going to
let it pass by, but thank you for bringing it up.
Oh, my God. But you had it. You picked KC and you won.
I did.
But Mahomes is too talented. He just had, just like what happened last week and last year in week 3. We went to New England. We got destroyed. And everyone was questioning the Patriots, right? He'll turn it around. I'm not worried about Mahomes at all.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's in 15 minutes is not up in my mind. I'm not betting against him until he plays the Pats again. Then I'll bet against him.
Yeah.
All right.
Good one.
Hey, by the way, Cowboys, my team, my other team, they lost to the Saints in what was a very defensive battle, to say the least. It was horrible to watch on Sunday Night TV. By the way, is Jerry Jones now winning in his contract battle against Dak?
He's got a good argument.
He certainly does. Dak was horrendous. That was horrible.
Yep.
All right. Daniel Jones. Oh, my God. We both said Giants suck when they made that pick.
Yeah.
And he wins again. I know he threw 2 picks, but is he for real, PB?
No. No, I don't think he's for. No, I don't think he's for real.
All right.
No, I don't. He's. There's some excitement there.
Is Cinderella's slipper over when he plays the Pats next week?
Oh yeah, the Pats will destroy.
All
Oh my
right,
God,
all right.
Brady is going to have more passing yards this week against the Skins and the following week against the Giants than he has so far in all 4 games this year. Watch.
And the poor Rams, they lost last night. They lost last Sunday against the Buccaneers, 55-40. That's the most points ever by a 3-0 team they ever gave up.
Wow. Yeah, they're kind of on their way out, I think.
All right.
The Rams, yeah, they don't have that drive to win. Like they look what they did in the Super Bowl against the Patriots.
So Cinderella's slipper has fallen off.
They're not one of my. I could pick 5 teams in the NFC right now that I think will be in the Super Bowl before them.
5.
Yeah.
5.
Yep.
Go ahead, name them.
Packers, the Cowboys, the Saints. I'll even give you Minnesota.
Whoa! That's 4.
Oh,
who else you
I don't
got?
think, but I'm just saying over them. And I'll even go Bears.
Well, the way their defense is playing right now,
Yeah.
I was not going to give them any credibility because I don't think Trubisky's
I mean,
a good
Bears and
quarterback.
Vikings, I don't think are really going to be there, but I'd put them in there over the friggin' Rams at this point. What about the Seahawks? I mean, the Seahawks maybe even too. Maybe six.
We are
teams.
underestimating them right now.
Right.
Don't you think so?
So there's 6 teams I think that could be there before the Rams are there.
Hey, by the way, this show last week was on the WalterFootball.com site. If you missed it, WalterFootball.com. Check it out. All right, moving on. We got to talk about the Pats. They won an ugly game last week, 16-10. Very ugly, in my opinion. But worst, what happened during the week? Gostowski is out for the year. PB, is this a problem?
I'm going to say no right now because I wasn't sold on what he's been doing this year anyways, and we've been winning games. We're 4-0, but he's missing extra points all over the place. I had a feeling there was something wrong with him, and you know what? It's next man up. It's always been next man up for the Patriots. Like we'll
I would
figure it
agree
out.
with that, but I will say this: Vinatieri, Gostowski, they've only had 2 kickers in the last, I think it's 17 years. I read the stats right.
Yeah.
And Vinatieri's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I think Gostowski will not be a first ballot, but I think he might make it in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He's a great kicker.
Yeah, and I'm not. I mean, Nugent's. He's formidable. That's
Historically,
all it is,
he's been a
Yeah,
decent kicker.
yeah,
He's
right.
like 86% in his
Right.
career, so you're right.
And you know what? I said next man up. It could actually be next woman up.
Whoa!
What about-
Collie Lloyd,
what about a little
right?
What about a little Collie Lloyd in New
Oh!
England? Talk about getting season tickets renewed. You know,
Ooh. Wow. Well, you know what? If Brady retires this year, that might be a good move.
that
for
would be a
them.
great move. That would be a great
Hey,
move.
by the way, we don't have to worry about it because they played a friggin' winless Redskins who don't know who's going to. You said that they finally decided their quarterback?
They named Colt McCoy today.
Colt McCoy.
The Longhorn product that's been in the league for a
Wow.
while. He's been with that organization now for going on five years, I think. So he's the most experienced. He understands the offense the most, and that was Jay Gruden's philosophy on why he's starting him over Haskins.
He was a prodigy in high school football in Texas. I will give him that. And he played at the University of Texas. So who knows?
But Belichick will freaking light him up like a Christmas tree.
Oh, he will, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're at the quarter pole. We're 25% down for the season. What are your thoughts on the season so far for the Pats?
For the Pats, well, we'll go offense, defense, rookie.
Give it to me.
Yeah, I'm going to go, despite the fact that I know he's having a down year and he's looked bad in his last game and a half, right now the offensive player of the year is Tom Brady. And here's why. He's got...
I got to hear this because I don't agree with you on this one. I think it's James
all right.
White.
First of all, the season's a quarter ago. He has 1,077 yards passing, which means on target to pass for about 4,300 yards. Okay? That's a lot of passing yards in a season for a 42-year-old, right? He has 7 touchdowns and 1 pick. So he's a 7-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. So extrapolate that out. He'll have 28 touchdowns and 4 picks. Right? This is despite the fact that he had a shitty game and a half. A crappy game and a half.
All right.
Right? So now extrapolate those stats out, right?
My extrapolation is this.
no.
He's sub 50% since the second quarter of the Jets game. He's sub 50% in his last 7 quarters of football.
The team's 4-0.
Because of their defense.
Their defense is awesome. That's part of it. That's part of it. But as far as the offense
He's a
goes,
game manager now.
What's wrong with that? I'll take him managing games all day long.
Until the defense falls apart. They will not win a shootout against the Chiefs.
And he'll make the plays when he needs to make the plays.
I hope so. I'm concerned. It's 42-year-old is showing up.
He's the offensive player. There he is, right there.
All right, who's your defensive player then?
Defensive player is, without a doubt, hands down, Jamie Collins.
I would agree. I will give a second pick though to Devin McCourty, who I think is now since his Hall of Fame ballot.
Yep, with his 4 picks in 4 games, that's great.
He's got 3 Super Bowl titles, right?
But look at Jamie Collins. He's got 23 tackles, number 1 on the team. 3.5 sacks, number 1 on the team. He has 3 picks, and
a touchdown.
Right, as a linebacker, right? 3 picks, and he's only got 1. He's 1 behind McCourty there.
Yeah.
So this is no question right now. He's the.
We talked about it in our preseason show. We thought that was the wild card.
Yeah,
right?
and it's working out. And then
who's your rookie of the year?
Rookie, I'm going to stay on the defensive side of the ball. And I'm going to go with Chase Vinovich.
Thor!
Yeah,
yes!
Thor.
He's been unbelievable!
He's got 3 sacks, which is second on the team. And he also has 3 tackles for a loss, which is tied for second on the team.
Yeah!
And he doesn't play a lot of snaps. He's not in there every snap like some of the other guys, you know? So I really like what he's doing.
I think he's awesome. I love him. All right.
Michigan product.
Michigan product. They could use him right now, right?
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I kind of agree with you, except for Brady. I don't know. I'm very concerned. The 42-year-old showing up.
Yeah. Where did Jamie Collins go to school, by the way? Do you know?
Jamie Collins. He went to a smaller school.
Oh, okay.
But not a major school. But
all right.
He was a fine. He was a fine for the Pats. That's for sure. The first time around.
All right. Because I had Brady Winovich, 2 Michigan products, so I was just like thinking, "Whoa, where's Jamie Collins from?" Okay.
All right. Let's move on to fantasy. We have our own Survivor Fantasy, but tell me, who were the best players in fantasy last week?
Last week, with Tampa Bay's 55 points against the Rams, Jameis Winston was the number 1 quarterback.
Jameis Winston? Are you kidding me?
And Chris Godwin.
Is he still in the league?
He's still in the league. And Chris Godwin, his receiver, was the number 1 receiver in fantasy last week.
Man.
And then another great performance on the running back side was Nick Chubb for Cleveland. He had a great game, and he was number 1 back.
Nick Chubb, huh?
Yep.
Well, it helps when you have an 88-yard run, doesn't it?
Yeah. He had a great game. He's a great running back.
Oh,
I like Chubb.
Oh, we got a little caller calling in to the PBnZ. Hang on. Hey, PBnZSportschaos. Who we got?
Good evening, gentlemen. It's G Money.
Oh, G Money. Thank you. You're just in time. PB is about to run through our Survivor League results. What's the results in the Survivor League?
So in week 4, Josh ran away with it with 90.5.
Josh did.
Josh ran away with it.
Josh.
KC Josh had 90.5, and that was without.
He does something.
And that was, yeah, it's about time. And that was without Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill had to put up a goose.
So he played with 3 guys.
Played with 3 guys, and he still beat us all. Crushed us.
Crap! All right.
PB was next with 51.8. Then Z came in at 45.1, and G Money down at the bottom where he belongs at 27.8.
The view from down there.
It's a good view. It's a good view, G Money. And then on the year, PB firing away, head and shoulders above the whole pack at 334.2. And then Z, you're sitting at second with 277.1. Hence the name of the show, PBnZ. That's
wow, I didn't even like fake football.
Because we know our football. And then we have Josh at 254.8. And just behind that, G Money pulling up the rear at 254.4.
G Money, you like the rear.
I do. I'm a big fan of the rear.
All right, let's move on to our pick 6. I believe last week G Money and PB, you guys are 2 and 4. You won the week though, apparently, because I was 1 and 5. So all right, let's get on to our picks right now this week. G Money, I'll let you go first. Jacksonville at Carolina.
I love the mustache on Minshew. He looks like a 1980s adult performer, but I'm going against that. And I'm taking Carolina. I think Carolina's the better team.
All right, so I'll go on to the other PB.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, really.
PB, who do you got? So G Money's got Carolina. Who do you got?
You know, I was on the fence with this one coming into today. Jalen Ramsey is officially out for Jacksonville. You're talking about 2 guys that don't have a lot of quarterback experience. I like what Carolina did last week in Houston, winning that game on the road. I think they come back home and greet Jacksonville in a bad way and in a mean way, and they take care of business. And I'm gonna go with Carolina. I'm following.
Attaboy.
Yeah, I'm right there with G's pick.
You know what? I've been on this Jacksonville gig for a while. I'm going to stay on it. I'm picking Jacksonville.
All right.
Green Bay at Dallas. Let's get right into the meat of the weekend. Green Bay at Dallas.
Yep.
G Money. Who do you got? Green Bay at Dallas.
The Packers win by 7. Dallas is overrated. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
Aaron Rodgers is undefeated in AT&T Stadium. He's 3-0 lifetime there, including playoffs. But Dallas has a good pass rush. Rodgers holds onto the ball longer than any other. I'd say he's second, actually, than any other quarterback in the league.
So where you going?
And Devontae Adams is not there to run the routes that he normally runs.
Oh my God! Are you gonna pick the Cowboys?
And now you're talking about Allison and Valdez-Scantling being the go-to receivers for him. Running game isn't like the best in the world with Aaron Jones. I'm going Cowboys on this one.
Oh my God! I'm afraid to say I'm going with the Cowboys now, but I am. All right. G Money. This was not a game I was going to pick, but I'm putting it on the board because it was very competitive between these two teams last week when they played their opponents. Ravens at the Steelers.
I'm going with the home team in the upset. I think Pittsburgh prevails. I think Baltimore is overrated, and I think that they beat up on some bad teams early in the year, and everyone thinks they're going to be a playoff team. I don't think they are.
Ooh! PB, you hate the Ravens, but who are you picking?
And I agree that the Ravens are overrated. They're not that good of a team. You guys both picked the Ravens last week over the Browns. I picked the Browns. The Browns lit them up.
You're right.
But you know what? The Steelers suck bad. they suck like a Hoover, right? Vacuum brand, right?
Yes,
yeah. They're a bad team. And I really think that.
So you're picking Ravens.
I think I think the Steelers they come in, they try to ride this high off their win, and they don't do it. And the Ravens come in pretty mad about that divisional loss to Cleveland, and the Ravens win that game.
I gotta agree with you. I'm picking the Ravens. I don't think the Steelers are that bad, but I agree with you. I think the Ravens win the game. All right, give me. I only put this up because they had an impressive performance last week. The Bucs. I can't even believe I'm saying this. The Bucs at the Saints. What do you like, G Money?
The Bucs and the Saints. I like the Saints. I think the Saints are a great home team. I think Bridgewater's coming into his own, and I think that defense is really, really impressive. So I think the Bucs are a darling pick of everyone because of what they did last week, which was my pick of the week.
Yes.
But I think that they come crashing down to earth this week.
All right.
Yeah.
PB?
I'm right there, too. I don't think I could ever pick against the Saints at home. I took them last week against the Cowboys, obviously, at home. I'm going to take them against the Bucs.
Well, I've been screwed by the Saints twice in a row now, so I'm with you. I'm taking the Saints. I think Jameson's slipper falls off. Cinderella's all done. The pumpkin comes out. They're done. So I agree with you guys. All right. I didn't want to pick this game, but you know what? It was a close game last week, despite the fact that Josh Allen's their quarterback. Buffalo at Tennessee. What do you guys think? G Money, Buffalo at Tennessee.
Hey, Z, you're the only 10 I see. Tennessee is the pick for me because I think they're a better team. I think it's going to be a defensive, like a 10-9 type of game, but I think Tennessee will prevail. I don't think Buffalo has what it takes to beat them, and it's going to be a smash-mouth football game.
Yeah. Tennessee, nice road win last week at Atlanta. That was pretty impressive. You actually called that one, G. And they come back home. They face a Buffalo team that just had a pretty bad loss last week to the Patriots. Lose their first game of the year. Singletary questionable whether or not he's going to play. Josh Allen might not even play in this game. Tennessee takes care of business on that one.
By the way, I'm picking Tennessee. Mariota is playing for his career, and the guy has been quietly pretty good in the first 4 games this year.
Yep.
He's finally healthy. He hasn't been healthy ever.
He's showing up big time, so I'm taking Tennessee. I agree with you guys. All right, the big Monday night game. You know what? I want to be with the Browns bandwagon. PB told me to be with them. I love Baker. He's my boy. And so we get this big game. Baker against Jimmy G at San Francisco out at Oracle Land in San Fran. G Money. Who do you like? Cleveland at San Fran.
It's funny that you discussed PB liking the Browns. What color is PB? What color is peanut butter? Brown. I'm taking Browns. I'm taking Cleveland in an upset to win by 4.
Ooh, all right. All right. What do you got, PB?
I wouldn't call Cleveland an upset. I think Cleveland's the better team. I think San Francisco's got this, very overrated 3-0 record. Just like every other undefeated team fell last week. There was like 6 or 7 of them going into the week.
Good point.
They had a bye last week, but even coming off that bye, I don't think it helps their cause. Cleveland's going to ride that momentum from that Baltimore win and go in and kick some ass.
All right, you guys get me nervous. I got Cleveland on my pick right here, but
oh Jesus, we're all the same, pretty much.
I may switch right now to San Fran. I think just for the hell of it, I'm going to switch to San Fran and Jimmy G. I'm going to do it. Jimmy G wins the game. All right, PB and G Money. Start with you, G Money. What are your virtual locks of the week? If I had $1,000 to bet, who would you give me? G Money, you're first.
Yeah, you know what? I'm feeling very generous, Z, and I feel like I want to help people with a little extra this week. So I'm going to give you 2. I'm going to give you a favorite and a dog. You can take both to the bank. You can bet your house on it. You can thank me next week. I'm taking, as my dog, I like Pittsburgh plus 4.5. I think that's as good of a look as you're ever going to get. They're going to, if they lose by 3. And then I got Saints minus 3 at home against Tampa. They're going to win by at least 10.
So you got the Saints winning by 10, and you got Pittsburgh winning that game over the Ravens.
Losing by less than 4.5.
Yeah, all right.
Wow, all right.
What do you got?
My lock of the week, and you can take this to the bank, is the Chicago Bears. They're a 5-point favorite right now over the Oakland. The game being played in London, and Chicago will stomp that offense. They'll be lucky if they score 6 points in that game. So I'm going to take the Bears.
I gotta agree. I kind of like that pick. The Bears defense looks like the 85 defense.
They're not going to score a lot of points. It's going to be
like the 85 team.
It's going to be a 16-6 kind of game. Maybe 13 to 3, something like that. But the Bears, I'll lay the 5.
All right. G Money. Thank you for calling in, brother. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, gentlemen. I hope you have a great weekend, and hopefully I'll speak to both of you soon.
All right, brother.
Thanks,
Take care.
Thank you. Have a great day. Great day.
All right, fans, you got it right there. PBnZ Sports Chaos coming at you live once again. Take those money locks and go make some money.
Back from the PBnZ Sports Chaos studio.
Yeah!
Where it belongs, in the studio.